Hey gang, we're going to be going live here in just a couple of seconds. I'm just kind of checking streams, making sure everything's working properly. I know that we're going to be live on Facebook any moment now. Hey, there we are. Welcome to day 24 of the LIDA LSP Challenge. My name is Richard Cleveland, and this is my entry for today's LIDA Challenge. You're probably wondering what this is. These nice big pieces of black extrusion. Well, I'm going to show you. Right now, we are building from scratch, no plans. I'm sorry if the laptop's in the way, but I only have a small table here. From scratch, no plans. Everything's being designed and built by me. So it's kind of, how do I put it? It's a seat of pants build. And this is going to be, I'm going to call this one Bigfoot. And the reason I'm going to call this one Bigfoot, and I know that we've got some people in the chat, so I'm just going to go over and just go to Facebook here on my laptop so I can see what's happening. Just give me just 1 second, just 1 second. So I'll be able to see your questions. There we go. I'll be able to see your questions. David Foster, howdy. I see David Foster there. I just want to, come on. Come on. So you can see what's happening. Turn that off. Wow, technology. Some days you just can't get a break. Just give me oh, look at that. There we go. 1 second. Oh my goodness, there we go. Turn off the sound. Howdy, David. Rudy, howdy. We got a couple of Rudy and David. Okay. Yes, this is a very big printer, Rudy. This printer, and I probably should be doing this over on Geeks Life, but I wanted to use it as my daily challenge today. And this printer will print 12 inches by 12 inches by about 18 inches tall. So this is going to be a very big printer. And that kind of leads me into talking about some other stuff today. And you know, it's how big do you go? And that's the same thing with our challenge in Live Streaming Pros. How big do you go? It's difficult. You know, you start buying a little bit of stuff, and then you buy a little bit more stuff, and then you buy a little bit more stuff. When this is done, this will be my 5th printer that I owned. And David's asking, is this a Deadpool shirt? And I will show you this shirt. David, you can probably see that now. Yes, this is a Deadpool shirt. It's one that I got from the Geeks box a while back. And I even have a plush Deadpool figure at home as well. So it's kind of cool. So this bed, as I was saying, how big do you go? And when you are live streaming and you're starting to gather equipment, how big do you go? If you look at my equipment, I've got a lot of equipment here. I mean, I've got a mixer, I've got a compressor, I've got a headphone amp, I've got an ATEM television studio, an audio or an analog to digital converter. We've got cameras, we've got lights, we've got all kinds of stuff. So how big do you go? And is it necessary to go this big? No, it's not. And just like this, it's not really necessary for me to go this big and have a printer that will print 12 inches by 12 inches by roughly 18 inches. But it's something that I enjoy. And like live streaming, I've over time built up the gear that I have. And you will too. If you're just getting started in live streaming, you will build up the gear that you have. And I know I've talked a little bit about this before, but it's looking, you know, as we move into more gear and we watch live streaming pros and we get advice and, you know, do we really need to have all the gear that I've got here? Absolutely not. You can get away, like I've said so many, many times before, with a USB microphone, a good headset, and a decent web camera. And that's all you really need. Hi, Rudy. Again, I'm looking to go as big as I can. Print me a new wife. I'm not going to tell your wife that. I'm not even going to show this one to my wife because, you know, she's already on the fence about me having another printer. But the idea is why I'm going this big is because I want to print bigger things. Why I add to my audio and video gear is because I want to do better streams. Why do I wear t-shirts like this? Because I'm a geek. I love being a geek, and I think being a geek is right up most people's alleys, even though they don't want to admit it. The geeks have to come out of the closet, those that are still in. But that being said, you know, it's one of those things where I want to be able to print tall vases. I want to be able to print full helmets. I want to be able to print arms for prosthetics, and this allows me to do that. Having better gear in my studio allows me to have a cleaner, better looking video for you guys. So as you can see, I've still got work on the shelf behind me. I have been working on R2-D2, and I have been working on the TARDIS, and I've recently started this project. This is also a project that's going to be, if the price is right, we are going to maybe make this into a kit, and then people will be able to buy it from Spool 3D. Even though I don't work for Spool 3D, I do like to design. And my design is still pen and paper. This little piece here that is a failed print, but it gives me an idea of what I need to improve upon. It will allow me to have the motors attached to this 20 by 40 rail. So it will attach with 4 screws. The motor will sit in there with a few screws. It'll have a lead screw that comes up. It'll also have a smooth rod that comes up to allow for smooth travel. So those are the kinds of things. And I'm learning how to use a new program called Fusion 360. And this was the first part that I kind of designed. I really took an existing design, I chopped it up and meshed it back together, as it were. And really, it was a learning curve, much like live streaming is. It's a learning curve. And we all have to go through that curve as we improve our audience, improve ourselves, improve what we're giving to our audience. And you know, I really like doing what I do here. I haven't shaved in a few days, so I look pretty rough. But you know, I really enjoy what I'm doing here with the show and with the new show that's coming out. I missed yesterday being the day where you could promote yourself and what you do, and so I'm not going to do that today. But I do want to say about this particular unit that as I build it out, it's going to take me about a month or so to really get it right and then tune it all up. And once I do tune it all up, it will be a huge printer. And then we'll do a big print on it. Maybe I'll do a Stormtrooper helmet, or maybe I'll do a Dr. Doom mask. Who knows? I haven't decided what my first print is going to be on this one yet. But I know my audio is a little out of sync today. I'm having a little bit of trouble with OBS on that front because I'm using OBS to stream out to Restream, which is streaming to you right now, as well as streaming out to YouTube and to Twitch at the moment. So this is a live stream going out to 3 places, which I think is really cool. David was talking about software earlier today. I didn't get a chance to catch the whole thing because I was busy doing other stuff. But, you know, David really is a great guy, and he's really knowledgeable. And if you are looking at gear or looking at software, he is definitely the man to contact. And I will be contacting him a little bit later on down the line. I have a copy of Wirecast. It's an older copy. I don't use it anymore. Because I just don't think it interfaces well, and it does have audio sync issues as well. So I am going to have to do some research and see how I can get this audio sync back in place. But anyway, that's my lead-up for today. I've been online with you guys now for about 10 minutes. I try not to take too much more of your time. So if anybody is interested in knowing more about this beast that I am building, I will be happy to discuss it. It is all made from 2040 extrusion, aluminum extrusion, and 2020 aluminum extrusion. I'm using, this is the size of the bed. Look at how big this thing is. This is like bigger than my head. This is the heated build plate that I will be putting onto this machine. And as I bang things around and make all kinds of noise. So this will be a monster to behold when it's all done, and I'll definitely share it with you guys. I've got to get back to work on R2-D2 in the background, and I got to get some lights into the TARDIS and some decals on it. But for now, I am going to say goodbye, and thank you everybody for watching today. It was good talking to you.